So I briefly mentioned this in my video about Disney's, in my opinion, mishandling of the character Kira, but if we don't get a Lando show with Donald Glover, it will be, in my opinion, one of Disney Star Wars' biggest misses. Let me explain. This is a show that has the perfect setup. Lando is one of the remaining legacy characters and still garners a ton of fan interest. I won't claim to have come up with this idea, but the pitch for the show is simple. Billy Dee Williams in the sequel trilogy era is telling adventures from his younger years, perhaps to Jannah or another sequel trilogy character. We then go to Donald Glover and we see these adventures play out in front of our eyes, and part of the magic of this show is, as we've seen in Solo, Lando likes to BS. These stories would be ridiculous, they would be fun, and they wouldn't strictly be canon because of the unreliable narrator. That means you could have fun adventures like we got in Lando Calrissian in the Flame Winds of Ossian or the Mind Harp of Sharu. It would give you the opportunity to visit places and bring characters in with the question of, did this really happen? Giving a bit more flexibility in storytelling. And I mean, part of the reason this works so well is because both Donald Glover and Billy Dee are such good Landos. In my opinion, Billy Dee Williams in episode 9 probably brought the best acting of any of the legacy characters, perhaps for the entire sequel trilogy. He honestly felt like he hadn't lost a beat. When it comes to Donald Glover, I think back to Solo. At times, it was hard for me to internalize the fact that the Han we were seeing in that movie was the same as the Han we know. I never had that problem with Lando. The great thing is, you can still tell a canon storyline in this potential show through the current day story. You could, for example, explore the relationship between Lando and Jannah. Part of it honestly depends on how active Billy Dee wants to be in the production. Maybe he only wants to pop in at the beginning of the season or even the series to give a prelude. Maybe he wants to be in for every episode. It honestly depends on how active he wants to be in production. I think this show would do so well, and I think it'll be a major loss if we don't see it. Those are just my thoughts though. Let me know yours down below.